Nothing happened. I waited, and about 4 a.m. she came to the window and hung out for a minute. Then the light turned off.
You should leave town. The police are gonna find your car.
Leave now?
Go to Atlantic City for a week or up to Montreal.
You know, she was the first girl I'd ever met that I actually liked. All the others were pretty fake. I went over to her house first with a group of officers, then by myself. You know, I'd never seen such a beautiful house. Such beauty, and the center of it all, was her. The soon-to-be love of my life. One night, after some time, the two of us being together, we did it. During the entire thing, all I could think about was the fact that I wasn't a part of the same social class as she was. I was nothing but a penniless boy from North Dakota, no rich family behind me, and at every beck and call the government had. 2 days after we met, for some reason, I was breathless as well as betrayed. She had caught a cold, and it made her voice more charming than ever. I don't know how to describe how I found out I was in love with Daisy. For a while, I hoped she would get rid of me, but she didn't, because she loved me too. I knew everything about her. There I was, way over the edge, drowning deeper and deeper in love every minute. And I started to not care. Not about her, but about life. Slowly I realized I would rather be with her than talking about the things I was going to do. Because of someone's screw-up, I was sent to Oxford instead of home. In Daisy's letters, I could feel a sense of nervousness. Because of someone's screw-up, I was sent to Oxford instead of home. In Daisy's letters, I could feel a sense of nervousness and a wanting pain for me to be back at her side. She wanted her life to be figured out at that instant, but I wasn't there to do that for her. So, she married Tom, and I was still in Oxford when I found out, and I couldn't do anything about it. I don't think she ever loved him. Remembering earlier, she was excited. Then, he told her those things that frightened her and made me look like some cheapskate. That made her not know what she was saying. She must have loved him at some point in their marriage, maybe when they first were married. She loved me more even then, you know? Whatever, it's just personal.
I'm going to drain the pool today, Mr. Gatsby. Leaves are going to start falling soon. Then there's always trouble with the pipes.
Don't do it today. You know, Nick, I haven't used that pool all summer.
My train's coming. I gotta go. I'll call you later.
All right, cool.
I'll call you around noon.
Daisy will probably call too.
I guess she will.
Well, goodbye.
There's terrible people. You're worth a lot more than what they say. Goodbye. I enjoyed breakfast.
I left Daisy's house and am at Hempstead. I'm leaving to go to Southampton this afternoon. You weren't so nice to me the last time.
Why does it matter?
Still, I want to see you.
I want to see you too.
What if I don't go to Southampton and instead come into town this afternoon?
No, this afternoon won't work.
Okay, whatever.
It's impossible this afternoon. So many reasons.
How long were you guys married?
12 years.
Did you guys have any children? Do you go to church? Maybe we could go to church and talk to someone.
We didn't belong to any.
You should have a church for times like these.
Look in that drawer.
Which one?
That one right there.
This?
I found that yesterday. She tried to tell me about it, but I didn't want to hear about it.
Did your wife buy it?
She had it wrapped in tissue paper and on her desk. Oh my god, then he killed her.
Who did?
I don't know. I have a way of finding out.
You're crazy. George, this has been a strain to you, and you don't know what you're saying. Why don't you sit quiet till morning?
He killed her.
It was an accident, George.
I know I'm one of those trusting people, and I don't want to harm anybody. But when I know things, I know them. It was the man in that car. She ran out to speak to him, and he wouldn't stop.
How could she have been like that?
She's a deep one.
Maybe you got some friend I could call?
I spoke to her. I told her she might fool me, but she couldn't fool God. I took her to the window, and I said, God knows what you've been up to, everything you've done and are still doing. You may fool me, but you can't fool God. God sees everything.
That's an ad.
I felt a sharp pain in the back of my head and know I'm floating away. Well, if this is the end, I'll never let go, Daisy, and I will always wait for you to get here too. I will always remember you and always hold you dear and close to my heart.